It's Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Goff. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to give into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give. Now gone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run on the ball. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break.
This is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Packers have retaken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Evades the tackler, and now some space. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
yet again, Goff is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. As you and I both know, the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goff. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
67 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, pulled him with the inside run.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Jones. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Here's Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is gone. Dancing to his left. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell from 6 yards away. And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you get about on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4